Pink! Hey guys, it's me, PinkSkulz1911, and today I'm going to draw my life. So, on the 19th of November 1999, I was born. My mother tells me that I kinda popped out when the doctor was in the room. So basically when he came back, I was there with my cool shades on saying the word sup. Okay, maybe that last bit didn't happen. My family consists of me, my mom, my dad, my older sister Brittany, Mr. Bun Bun, and more recently, my pet fish Kiko. Growing up, I was definitely raised as a Disney kid, especially as my family took multiple trips to Disneyland and Disney World. Going through primary school, I was a normal kid who liked to play handball every recess and lunch with my guy friends. One interesting story from those days was back in year 3, I went on a date, with quotation marks, with my crush at the time. I mean, we went to the movies with his parents and brother, a few rows behind us. Nothing really happened because I remember telling him, if you touch me, I will break your arm because I know karate, or something along those lines. I did eat both our shares of popcorn too. A highlight from those days was on my 11th birthday when I was given this YouTube channel. Okay, fast forwarding to year 7, the beginning of high school. I transitioned from my guy friends to a group of all girls. Then I became sick. Not dying, I just had the flu for a week. But that is when everything went to shit. I became afraid of school. I didn't want to go anymore. I started missing a lot of days. We didn't know what was wrong. I wasn't being bullied. I had heaps of friends. I was average in my subjects. But I was scared to go. This is referred to as school refusal. It is kinda like a phobia of school. My parents tried bribing me to go to school by getting me a pet, so that's how I got Mr. Bun Bun. I still didn't go. It took a while to get help, but in the end, I barely went during year 7. At this time, I was told I had anxiety. In year 8, the issues continued, and so we decided to try homeschooling. That only lasted a term. So I went to a different school. I was bullied the first day there, and I only lasted a week. So, back to my old school it was. Year 9, I barely went, so we decided to try a program. I was sent to a place called Red Bank House, where I lived there during the school week for a term, while attending school there. It was run by the Children's Hospital, so we would get our blood pressure taken daily. I didn't really like it there at first, because I missed home. I would often cry myself to sleep, but no one knew about it. In the end, I was able to get myself to school one period at a time, until I went full-time. Year 10 was perfect. I was still dealing with anxiety, but I was going to school full-time like everyone else. I also started to do voice acting as a hobby and became interested in anime. I successfully completed year 10. Then came this year. First week of year 11 was only 2 days. By then, I knew I was going back to my old self again. It started as being scared of my maths teacher, so I changed classes. Then I had a falling out with one of my friends. Then came Valentine's Day. Oh God. At the time, I had a crush on this guy, so I decided to send him a rose via the student council. On the note attached, it said that if he wanted to meet me, he should go to a specific location during recess. I only told my close friends about this, but somehow word got out. You see, I had a bit of a bad reputation when it came to crushes. People talked about it for the first few years of high school, but I thought they were over it. Clearly I was wrong, because on Valentine's Day, he didn't show up to school at all. I remember walking behind some guy in my grade, who I don't talk to with my friend, when he said my name and my crush's name. My friend and I looked at each other because we didn't believe what we heard. People were talking about me again. I didn't return to school after that. My mum did get an idea from my psychologist that fish are good to watch for anxiety and stress, so she said that if I went to school for one day, she would get me a fish. I went, hated it, and got a fish. Didn't go back for the rest of the term. Then we found a course at a college nearby, the Diploma of Early Childhood Education and Care. It was perfect because I love children. So I started term 2 at college. The first 2 weeks were great, and I felt grown up. Then the assignments came flooding in. I broke as I was trying to do the first one. This made me fall hard into depression. I didn't go back to college because I was scared, and I didn't want to. I had thoughts of wanting to die. After a while of my depression, I was in the shower on a really low day, and I was shaving, and I had the idea to cut myself with it. I tried pressing the blade into my skin, but I quickly stopped because it hurt. I didn't even break the skin. I never did that again. We gave up on the college, so we started to focus on finding me a full-time job, because according to the law, you have to be in some form of education or full-time work until you're 17. Then you can do what you want, which sucks if you're scared of school. Then, on the day of writing this, my psychologist discovered a reason to my problem. I have attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD. I wanted to get this out to you all, so you know my story, and so I can touch on these kinds of subjects later. I'm still processing the thought of having ADHD, so I don't have much more to say about this. Let me know if you want me to do a video on my ADHD, and how it's different with girls, and even my whole school situation if you want. Anyways, that has been my life so far. Please rate and comment, don't forget to subscribe to my account. I love you all. Bye!